So I'm here with Blair the Flair, man. Hey, man, like I told you, man, I counted you out, man, your last fight, man. Talk about it real quick, man. But I'm first admitted, you did your thing, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Like it was a great fight. It was a great experience. The things that I showed in that fight, there's plus trust is going to be a lot more to come out in the development of Blair the Flair. I don't have a whole lot of fights where there's a bunch of easy fights that's helping me to develop. So I got a lot more than what people even know. You don't know what I got. So it's like when I show up, you know, if I say I'm going to win, most times I'm going to win, even though the odds are stacked not in my favor.
Yeah, so how did it feel, man? You know, being the former world champion, you know, Maurice Hooker, man.
It was good. It was good. That fighter was tougher than my last fight. The last fight that I fought before him, that fighter was tougher than that fighter. So like I had to be on my P's and Q's and get in training and train hard and be ready. The fight before that, I only had like 4 weeks to prepare. 4 or 5 weeks to prepare. It just wasn't enough time to give you guys the right Blair the Flair to completely dominate.
So with the great training camp, would you want to do a rematch and avenge your first loss against Rocha?
I mean, I really don't care for like that rematch. I mean, it's pretty obvious how easy that fight is for Blair the Flair. That's just that was an easy fight. I took that on short notice because of that. He came in excellent shape and well prepared to fight me. But that's a fight. That's really an easy fight.
Yeah. So
I mean, just look based upon the last fight. You cannot say without a shadow of a doubt that like Alexis Rocha isn't an easy fight for Blair the Flair. It's just what it is. When you have circumstances that plagues the fight, sometimes you have the performance go the way it did.
All right, so there's some fighters that you've been calling out lately, man, like a Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. They don't want to fight each other. I know you will step up, right, and fight them?
Absolutely. I'll step up and fight them and beat them. That's the thing. But like we gotta see what happens. I'm definitely in the top 10.
Oh, yeah.
So why not? Why not make the fight happen? I'm just tired of seeing these guys not making big fights happen when they're supposed to happen.
I agree.
Everybody
100%.
wants to play games, you know? And then on top of that, we have a bunch of top 10 contenders that never fought any like top 10 contenders. And then so it's like how's that work? You know? So I'm still trying to figure that out. And nobody's fighting each other though.
Correct.
We don't have Virgil fighting Boots. We don't have Boots fighting anybody else. And it's just like, why not?
Names that you would want to go after if they're not fighting each other,
if they're not fighting each other, I'll smack them up. But that's the scary thing. People like me that come out of nowhere and don't care. You know, we have a lot of people that's at that level, whereas though they should be challenged, but they're not being challenged in the ring. They're expecting to be challenged when they already at the world title. And it's the difference when you have somebody like me that's challenged day in and day out, that's been counted out multiple times and didn't even have a whole bunch of fights to be real comfortable in the ring. You know, I'm not being overly funded to make sure that like I'm for sure world champion. I will go in there against anybody and still win because of that tenacity.
All right. Are there any do you watch boxing outside of, you know, being a boxer? Are you a boxing fan?
At times. Sometimes I watch boxing, not as much though.
What are some fighters that, you know, you pick up things from, or, you know, you want to learn from, or, you know, even share the ring?
I learn a lot from my opponents. I learn a lot from the top guys that's in my weight class, Terence, Crawford, Errol, Spence. I learn a lot. But like the thing is, I got a crazy cultural background. See, so like I know how to beat a Philadelphia fighter. It showed in my last fight. Some of those punches, without a doubt, you cannot just think that you're gonna slip or counter. It doesn't matter how fast your eyes is and how quick you can respond, because I'll catch you in the exchange regardless. It's just certain things I know how to do that like most people don't know how to do. And I learned it through a lot of things, through Mexico, through Philadelphia, through New York, through Las Vegas. I fought a wide variety of fighters.
In your last fight, Terence Crawford was also in the corner of your opponent, you know, Maurice Hooker. Did that, you know, satisfy you, you know, getting that win, knowing that you have, you know, a rival there, you know, as Terence Crawford.
He said that I'll get knocked out. He guaranteed it. He guaranteed
Hey, you gotta
it.
get in the ring though, man.
Yeah, he said he had the perfect game plan until that shit didn't work. And it won't work if he fought me too. Like, it's not like, yo, everybody was just stumbling over their words. They gone completely silent because after that ass whooping, it's like, shit, well, give me the movement, do something. Like,
Correct.
you get hit with the same shit. So,
and we have seen Crawford hurt before, you know, Keenan and Tetsukambi's.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is a possibility that you could hurt him too, even, you know, put him out with the power you got.
Unpredictability and fluid momentum. It can give a lot of people a lot of problems. So, you know, we have to, you know, we have to understand that nobody's unbeatable. I'm beatable. Terence Crawford's beatable. Everybody is beatable. Errol Spence is beatable. You know, just I want to see the fight with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence.
You want that after, right?
No, yeah, actually I do. Because personally, like I think Terence Crawford has a great chance to beat him. He's very, very well equipped. Errol Spence is tough too.
Yeah, I see you and Errol been going back and forth here and there, man. You know, if Errol Spence watching this video right now, man, what's the message for him? You got, man.
Let me get the hell out of here, man. Why you always got something to say? I will spank you too. Like, stop it, because you will lose all your belts in a second. You know, like if it wasn't a car accident, it'd be me as an accident. So let's stop fucking with me, man.
All right, man. Hey, man, show all your fans, man. Where can they follow you at, champ?
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Blair the Flair, and for more exciting content, BlairTheFlair.com. Woo! Because nobody does it better, baby.